just go to the Walnuts.
Our audio was really
Hello? Ain't their name. Nothing's gonna change. But I feel I was a young troubadour when I rode in on a storm. And I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone. How we doing?
Now I can hear you. It should be more louder.
Welcome to CentOS Connect. Welcome to CentOS Connect 2026. Mic check, 1, 2. Check, check.
Always coming in here. That's what I have with me.
Hello? To be or not to be? Hello? I mean, I'm definitely loud enough in the room. Well, sometimes I'm not all that loud. For sale, 2 George Street tickets, April 9th in Austin, Texas. Well, now I have tickets for April 15th. Better seats in Austin ticket. So their side is good and ours is just soft. Howdy. So Fabian broke Secure Boot. Mike's responsible as well, and so is Troy. I'm innocent. How's that?
Right here. Secure boot. Secure boot. Is secure boot just boots that are on your feet that will not come off very well? Am I too quiet? I need to get closer to the mic. So when my boots are laced up real tight, I call them secure boots. But is that what we really want? Do we want secure boots? Do we want our boots tied up really tight? What if your feet are stuck in tar or in cement and you need to get out of those boots? Is secure boots too much? Then there's the secure boots of Linux, which I won't go into because that would just bore you all. And I don't see anybody in this audience wanting to know about secure boots in Linux. So, no, that's what, but we both have the same initials. AIE. That's, yeah, it's used to it. So, given the AI SIG tomorrow, I could give the whole talk right now in 5 minutes. That's why I need the demo, but I've just thought up a better demo. Okay, I love my 4-layer deeps virtualization, but I think I did that one at the CentOS signature. when we did the WSL images. So the new one, well, I'm not going to tell you because then wouldn't be a surprise. Nope. I'm quieter than Amy? What if I talk real low, real close for dramatic effect? Okay, I know. Country road, take me home to the place where I belong. Where? What? Why is West Virginia part of that? West Virginia is in the east. If I'm thinking of a country song, I'm thinking of the West. Colorado, Montana, where it's really out west.
Country isn't necessarily west. It's not country western. It's country.
Oh, I was singing a country western song and it didn't feel right. What's another country song that I might know? I am mainly church songs. Let's see. Wasn't that Willie Nelson? Oh, what's the Sound of Silence? That's not country? Who sang Sound of Silence? I thought it was Willie Nelson. I think he's done a cover of it, and it sounded really good. The only problem is I only know one line. It's the sound of silence. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. I know Christmas songs. I do sing, but I only sing in the church choir. But do you guys still need me up here talking? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. I can tell a story. Okay. No, this is a real life story. When I was a teenager, I lived up in the we called it the Valley. There was 3 ski resorts. In fact, when the Olympics went to Utah, 2 of those ski resorts were in the Olympics, at least one. Okay, but I never went to that one. So one of these times, me and my friends went to this place called, the ski resort called, oh my goodness, Powder Mountain. It was called Powder Mountain. We got up to the top of one of these lifts, and we could see some lights way off in the distance, and we knew it was Logan. Now, Logan's like 2 valleys over, and I don't know what we were thinking. And when we're talking about valleys, we're talking about Uinta valleys, which are, okay, it's an hour drive from where we lived to Logan. You know, and that's going 60 miles an hour. But we looked over there and we thought, we can ski to there just because it's downhill all the way. And the sun had already set. No, the sun hadn't set. So anyway, me and my friends start going, and it gets to be some pretty deep powder, like 5 feet deep, that we were sinking down into, going downhill. And before the sunset, I said well, we'd also crossed the boundary. All ski resorts have this line of rope that says, basically, if you cross this line, you can't get back to the ski lifts by skiing. Whoa, I can see now. How many lights do I see? There are 5 lights. So we'd crossed this line and we were skiing for about an hour before I personally decided, you know what? I'm turning around and going back. This is just crazy. We're never going to get to Logan. And it's all uphill. So, we were like an hour back. It took me 2 hours of trudging through the snow without my skis because it was uphill and these are downhill skis. 2 skis, in case you're wondering. I didn't snowboard. And so it took me 2 hours to get up. I finally get to the top of the hill, start skiing down, and it's so late that the ski lift stops. So that might not sound too bad, except for the ski lift that I'm talking about. You had to ski down from the lodge to the ski lift. So the fact that the ski lift has stopped means that the only way to get up is to climb up one more mountain. So I climb up one more mountain, get up to the ski lodge, call my dad, sister, no, not my sister, my dad or somebody, whoever it was that was going to pick me up. This is back in the day before cell phones, in case you're wondering. So I says, hey, can you come pick me up? And they did. They came, picked me up. So it's like half hour, 45 minutes for them to get up to the top of the mountain. And I start telling them my story. Hey, we tried skiing over to Logan, and they're like, oh, that's crazy. That's stupid. Where's your friends? And I realized my friends were still out in the dark trying to get to Logan or coming back. And I had been back from the thing for an hour and a half. So everything's closed, and I finally tell the lodge and the ski patrol, and then they went out and found them. They were at the bottom of the hill. They'd made it to the ski lift, so they weren't too far behind me. No, it's okay. Oh, are we? Oh, okay. Well, now you know my story. And so they got a ride up from the bottom of the ski lift to the lodge, and all of them were there, and nobody was hurt. But it was just fun, and it must have been my brother. I knew it wasn't my dad. My brother, he was laughing because it had taken me an hour and a half to remember that I had left my friends back there. Okay, that was my first skiing story. You want to hear another skiing story? Nobody said yes, and nobody said no. Oh, so want me to talk closer so that it's louder? Oh, well then I'll just stay the same distance. I'll stay the same distance. So, like I said, I lived up in all these by these ski resorts, and Nordic Valley was literally just up the road, 2 miles from my house, and I had actually skied from Nordic Valley to my house because it was possible. And so when I was in high school, we got Utah in general got just tons and tons of snow. We had snowbanks that were 10 feet tall. They had front loaders coming by to clear the road because that was the only way. Anyway, so I skied a lot there. But I never was a good skier. I wasn't one of these guys that could slalom down and had great form. I usually, when I learned how to ski, and for at least 2 years, if I wanted to stop fast, I crashed. So I would just fall down literally and just bounce around. I was in shape back then, not like this. So I would just bounce around. And one time, my friends were sort of lined up like bowling pins. And I was like, I'm going to get them. So I come cruising down the hill. And they're lined up there. And I'm like, I'm going to just get them. And I laid down so that my skis were going to spray snow all over them. And I stopped. Those of you who have skied go, well, of course you stopped. I had never literally stopped before, and that was how I learned how to stop, was by trying to crash into my friends. Also, not a very good skiing story, but you guys want skiing stories, so you're going to get them. One of the coolest thing about Nordic Valley, why was I talking about deep snow? Because if Nordic Valley is so far lower than the other ski resorts, if it doesn't have a lot of snow, it's really cruddy skiing. But during my high school years, it had a lot of snow. I had a season pass, and I could just go every evening after school, just go skiing. And for those of you who are wondering, no, I haven't skied since I left Utah. Illinois is flat. They have some ski resorts technically, but anyway. And then I wasn't in shape, and now I don't know how safe it would be. Anyway, high school ski resorts. There was this one place. It was sort of off boundaries, but you could get back into the thing. But it was basically just not a cliff. You could ski down it. It had a slope, but it was long, and it was about a 20 to 30 foot drop. But since you couldn't ski beyond it, the bottom of it was just powder. And I'd gone off it a couple of times just for fun. But one of the sights always etched in my memory was one of my friends just got to run from the top of the mountain to this edge and just went off spread-eagled like this. And there's no lights. Oh, this is always at night. So there's no lights. So basically, this image of my friend just going off into the distance, spread-eagled, poles and skis, and just fading into the background. He landed safe, in case you're wondering. But it was one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. Another fun story. This one goes back up to Powder Mountain. So Powder Mountain was up on top of the mountain, and there had been a really bad snowstorm. Just a ton of snow. Oh, yeah, we're done?
I want to try another voice, but yeah,
I was just getting too much.
So, where should we go for dinner? We're getting ready to go to dinner. Woohoo!